What is up, YouTube, people of the world, Twitch, wherever we happen to be viewing from? Welcome back to Sekiro. Let's do this. So, let's see, last time, what did we record? We recorded the fight with the Blazing Bull and Lady Butterfly. That was some heavy shit. Oh my god. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better against the butterfly. Got her down past her first phase this time into her second. Oh my god. The fight just amps up after that. Okay, I did a little bit of farming last night. What did I get? We fought the Headless, too. That's right, we used up some of our Divine Confetti. It's a tough boss. That smoke that slows you down and makes you move... well, it makes you move slower and it prevents you from dodging. That is... nasty. Nasty, nasty. You know what? Actually, against the Headless, I think the Nightjar Reversal Slash might be useful. How many skill points do I need to get that? Prosthetic trick, 3, and I have 1, so... Huh. Okay. Well, I'm going to do a little bit of farming, and we will return. So I realized when I was hitting my farming area that these guys right here have a very particular strategy to fight them normally. And it's made a lot easier by the Mistraven prosthetic. I'll show you what I mean. So when you get hit with the Mistraven, if you're already using it with parry timing in mind, yeah, like that. You can get a dodge hit in. So basically what it does is it negates the damage from their hit, and it dodges you out of the way in the direction that you put the thumbstick, and allows you to get a return hit. That was an HE module double from the Ashina Combat Arts skill tree. Which is nice, because it lowers your active level of posture as well. Yeah, see, that has a really forgiving timing, too. Now that I've finally gotten it down anyway. It does take some practice. Constantly, that's great.
Yeah, reminiscent of my early days of dying.
The game's been out for this weekend, and you've got early days. I love it.
Oh yeah, so like now it's like, oh, how far is it?
Right now, I am still at the same place that I was last night because I've been doing a bunch of farming. Although, I did find the Headless boss. I also found out that he is a little much for me right now.
Yeah, if you don't have Divine Agent, Divine Confetti, you get like...
So, I do have the Divine Confetti, and I got him down past his first health bar, but I didn't kill him, because I needed the Pacifying Agent and didn't realize that deflecting still gives you fear. Yeah, fun stuff.
Well, because, yeah, Divine Confetti is in such finite supply, like, I watched a video, about 3/4 through the game, so near the end-ish, you do get a key item that increases merchant stock, and there's a merchant that you can get moved to the hub world, Lafayette Temple, that will sell infinite Divine Confetti.
That's awesome. So, when that happens, I'll actually be able to run that boss. Until then, it's just like, each one I have is an attempt that I have to kill it fast enough it doesn't run out.
Yeah,
actually,
the Headless, when you beat him, he gives you an infinite consumable item called Akko's Spirit Fall that increases your damage and posture.
yeah, I was about to tell you too that if you go to... Have you found the Pot Merchant?
Yes.
If you go to the Pot Merchant...
The second one's at the end of the game.
Yeah, the first Pot Merchant, and actually the second one too, they have different ones, but the first Pot Merchant has a Mask Fragment, and the second one has another one. The Memorial Mob in the third location he's at has the third one. And when you put all three together, which I clearly haven't done yet, but when you put all three together, apparently you get an option in the Buddha statues, the idols, that lets you spend skill points, 5 skill points a time. I don't know if it increases or not, to give you a prayer bead effect from 4 prayer beads. So,
the
like,
one I read said it increases attack power. I mean, it could be both. Like, you can choose to either increase attack, like 5 skill points increases 1 attack power, or 5 skill points increases 1 vitality.
I mean, I haven't done it yet, so I don't know. The video that I saw said that it was vitality and posture, but yeah. You probably got a better guide then, because the video I saw sounded like a pretty rough cut. Found an early...
It would make sense, because, like, because prayer beads and memories are key items.
Right.
And I don't know if when you go to New Game Plus, if you lose those key items, because, I mean, those key items are like, they let you know you're increasing your health.
Yeah.
So maybe because maybe New Game Plus, you don't get prayer beads and shit from bosses, so you need the mask.
I mean, that would make
sense.
sense.
Vitality further. It would make sense. You can't do anything else. Well, I mean, okay, so.
Yeah, I mean, like, if they do let you keep the prayer beads, that would be awesome to give you another way to increase it further. If they don't, you're right, that would be like the only way to actually account for that detriment. I feel like that would make sense because FromSoft seems to have a pretty good eye on actual balancing effect. Like, a lot of their weapons techniques and skills have a real hard counter.
Well, then again, usually when you go to New Game Plus on FromSoft games, they remove like the important key items, like keys and shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It would make sense to do that. It would fit within their formula, for sure.
I only got 3 keys so far.
I think I've only gotten 1. Have you gone...
Most is just like, what?
What?
Oh, what were you saying?
Oh, sorry. Have you gone to... You said you got the spear?
Yeah.
Okay. Couldn't remember.
And I have the umbrella.
Do you have the Mushin combat arts from the Tengu?
No.
Learn the Ashina Cross in the Ashina combat arts list and return to the Tengu and he'll give you the Mushin arts esoteric text. I don't have it yet either, but I found it out last night.
He's not there right now. He moved to Sunken Valley.
Oh.
Yeah, he leaves.
Well, then I actually need to train up that skill right now so I can get it before he moves. That's good to know. Thank you.
I think he moves regardless.
Like when you... Do you have the Ashina Cross?
Like I have it, yeah. In here,
Okay.
like I think he moves regardless. Like once you learn the cross slash, he probably moves.
That would make sense too. Although if he doesn't move from that, it's probably boss defeat. But I don't know which one it would be.
Neither do I.
No, you're probably right. He probably moves when you get the cross slash. Shit. Means I need to get to the Sunken Valley.
They wouldn't want to get too easy.
Nah, I know. Although, at other times, games like Bloodborne, you do have to do things within a particular order of timing. Like the phases of the moon and different boss fights like Rom and such.
Sunken Valley is not that too hard to get to. You just got to get to Ashina Castle.
This bull is gonna fucking give me a hernia. Like, seriously, I get him so close, and he's only got 1 health bar, and for God knows what reason, he is just wrecking my world. Yeah, Blazing Bull is my bane.
Wait till you get to Genichiro.
You know, actually, Genichiro, I got past his first health bar in the tutorial fight. I just didn't kill him because he got me with that really fast slash after I had just dodged before I could recover.
Or that attack when you like attacked multiple times.
Yeah. It was like the last 2 hits of it hit me through my fucking last little bit of my deflect because I didn't block in time, and it was just enough to kill me. makes sense. He is one of the endgame bosses, so...
Oh, middle. He's the boss of Ashina.
Well, he's one of the bosses of Ashina Castle. Depending on what ending you're going for, who you fight in that castle fight is different. There's four or five different people you can fight as that fight. I won't spoil it for you because they're definitely story heavy, but yeah, there's some shit that goes down.
I mean, when I got to the top, it was over there with him.
That's because you've gone down a particular story path. There are other story paths that turn other characters into that boss fight.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I've seen all the cutscenes. Like, I tried before I played the game not to spoil it for myself, and then last night I realized I just don't care. I am perfectly happy to see it a few times, and I'm not gonna spoil it for everybody else, so, you know. Now, the benefit there, though, is that I am more aware of what to expect now, so... I think what I like about this game is there's not a way to cheese every boss. Like, you really actually have to be good to be good.
Yeah, just wait to get to Kenichi, though. But I hated the fight. But, and I will say this, but, once I fought him so many times that I learned how he fights, the fight was fun, you know?
Yeah,
I knew
no,
what
I
to
do.
expect, what to do. Yeah, it's slipped up every now and then, but name of the game, but you know, it's just, it was fun.
I'll admit, like, Lady Butterfly, for me, is... I don't know why I don't get angry fighting her. I really don't. She thoroughly wrecks my shit, left, right, and sideways, and... I don't know, I just... There's something about that fight that just speaks to the combat in me.
I didn't get too mad at the butterfly fight, especially when she killed me. But when I went back and fought her, actually was able to beat her, you know, I enjoyed the fight.
And I mean, like, I have never won that fight, but I finally got past the first phase, and progress makes me happy, you know? Like, yeah, I was gonna cut out a lot of the farming, but this is all good conversation. I think I'll keep it. Especially since I fixed my party settings to actually share audio now, so... As long as you're okay with being shared. Totally fine with you, right? You're not, like, worried about your audio being shared on YouTube?
I don't really care.
Okay. Figured I'd ask. So, I found an early game item and experience and sen farming location that's been really helpful. Like, you know where you fight Gyobu?
Yeah.
If you go to the idol at his boss room and just clear out everything between him and Blazing Bowl, it gives you roughly 2/3 of a skill point, like, even where I'm at right now, and it gives you about 900 sen and I don't know, I'd say roughly 15 different item drops if you've got any of the Mibu possession orbs, 2 of which can drop from enemies on the run. So yeah, just go to Ashina Castle Gate and go between there and the Blazing Bull boss room and clear everything out, and make sure not to forget the little monkey hat things that the Tengu calls rats. Because they actually give the highest experience and sen out of everybody, and they've got some of the best item drops with Gachin Sugar and Mibu Orbs. I mean, you're probably well past that farming spot. These guys give 82 experience per kill, and there's 3 of them. And they're right next to the idol, so you can just come right up here, and
yeah,
they're
when I
not.
require 2,800 to go from 1 to 2. Farming.
Oh, I feel it.
Right now it's just kind of like, oh, what do I want to increase? I recently got the temple arts, so I'm going to start going into there because apparently some latent skills increase your drop chances.
Nice. That sounds useful.
So what am I still working on? Living Force? Yeah, I'm working on Living Force.
Yeah, I need to get the Musu arts and finish out my Ashina combat arts so I can get the cross, because, like, oh. I really...
The Ashina cross is good for killing mooks. When it comes to boss fights, I much prefer the Ichimonji double because it reduces your own posture damage, which is great because when it comes to boss fights, that's what you want, lower posture.
I'm really just going for the cross so I can get the Musu arts.
I mean, yeah, it's good to unlock it so you can get the Mushin arts, but when it comes to actual, you know,
Utility?
I was the same thing, but it's not the one.
Well, I mean, it definitely...
Especially considering it also costs Spirit Elements to use. It's only 2 to use Ashina Cross, but still.
Yeah, that's a fair
I
point.
have things like Mist Raven.
It's a lot more cost effective to use the Ichimonji, you're right. And the posture reduction is awesome. I do use it myself right now. I just got it last night. The double. That was at your recommendation, and I admit, I'm impressed. This is a good move.
Yeah, because like, if you find an opening to do a double Ichimonji, not only are you doing vitality and posture damage to your opponent, but you also reduce your own posture. That's huge.
Well, and the step forward gives a slight range boost.
Yeah, because you step it into the attack.
Yep. What's even funnier is...
Unless they deflect it, because they can actually deflect it.
Not a fully charged one.
Yeah, not fully charged. But because in boss fights, I don't go fully charged because it takes too long, and by the time it happens, you don't have hyper armor during the attack.
No, I know. I know. I mean, I've been timing out the charged one just so that I can get used to it for when I want to use it and be decent. Because I feel like there's enough of a damage and posture difference between the two that it's a useful little breaker when they are actually stunned, like when you shuriken butterfly. But reasonably speaking, there's not really a time that the double makes sense in combat with somebody like Butterfly unless they're already something like stunned. I mean, she's too fast. You don't have the charge time. I mean, sometimes you don't even have the charge time for the regular Ichimonji. Oh god. Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, double Ichimonji doesn't work with Butterfly, it's too fast. But I mean, I never really had a problem with Butterfly because she's quick. She moves around a lot. And I was doing more step dodges than I was deflecting.
I actually have found that deflecting with her is personally easier just because the step dodges are a little bit too short unless you've already got some range to get fully out of the way of most of her attacks. So, like, the ones that I know that I can consistently, I will, but otherwise her deflecting is... I don't know why it's so easy to deflect her kicks. I really don't. Like, when she throws her shuriken, sometimes I have a problem with it, but those kicks, for some reason, maybe I'm too used to fighting against Phelan with his fucking shinobi on For Honor, but I don't know, whatever it is, I just have the counter for those kicks. And I'm getting good with the Mist Raven too. I'm actually really happy that I have this thing. Ooh, good hit. Oh shit, hello. Ow. These big things can be really fun to fight when you're doing it right, but I am so not right now. Focus up, jump, slash down. So you know the thing with the Mist Raven where if you use it and don't pull a direction, you go straight up, right? I love that attack when you use the prosthetic follow-up. He just holds his sword in the air by the tip and brings it down with a fast flick. And if you hold the R1 button down, you can hold down the light until you land, and then he does the same light but from the ground.
Okay, so I got the Mushin.
Nice.
Basically, the Mushin arts are enhanced combat arts.
How do you mean?
Okay, so you know, like, certain skill trees, well, actually everything but the, prosthetic arts, like the Shinobi, the Ashina, the Temple arts, when you get them. All of them have the last skill is a combat art. And so you to get, or for example, right, so the Ashina Cross, to get the Ashina Cross upgrade, or, you know, what it evolves into, you also need Ashina Cross and Living Force, which is the end of the prosthetic upgrade. So you need those two skills to be able to unlock the upgraded ability.
Gotcha. So you can enhance the final combat art ability with the Mushin arts. Okay, that makes better sense.
Such as Shadow Rush, which is the Shinobi one where you dash. To get the Shadow Fall, you need the Temple Arts Ultimate Combat Arts.
Huh. So to fully flesh out your Shinobi to be a Master Ninja, you'll actually have to play the game 2 or 3 times or grind a lot. One of the two.
I suppose so, yeah. I'm definitely going to get Living Force, because I want Living Force. It's a prosthetic art. It lets you, so when you use a tool, you can press R1 to enhance your sword. So, like, for instance, the Flame Vent. You use the Flame Vent, then you attack.
That's how you get that. I've been looking for that.
Yeah, I think some people think you need to upgrade the prosthetic tool, but it's not a skill.
Gotcha. That makes a lot better sense. Thank you. I now know exactly what I'm going for. Okay. That makes this a lot easier, because I've been doing a little bit of grinding in this spot, and it takes some time still, but I'm up at halfway through 3 skill points right now. So, prosthetics, mid-air prosthetics.
To get Living Force, you're going to need Projected Force and Nightjar Slash Reversal.
I do have the Nightjar Slash and Fang and Blade. So, since I've got Fang and Blade...
To get Projected Force, you need Fang and Blade and Mid-Air Prosthetic Tool.
Just bought Mid-Air Prosthetic Tool, and Projected Force is only 1 cost, and I'm halfway through the level, so I'm going to grind that up real quick. Thank you. That helps a lot with my progression, because I wasn't sure where to go with that. Like, I knew I wanted...
You want to, like, max out your Ashina arts? Get that Ashina Cross?
I want to, but knowing that there is the, what do you call it? Lack of posture reduction on the Ashina Cross, and that the, Ichimonji double has higher posture damage, I think I'm probably actually going to keep it. Although I might try out the Nightjar Reversal, because that seems fun, and I like the Nightjar Jump. That has increased posture damage too. It doesn't reduce yours though. Although, on successful deflections in the Ashina combat arts, you get posture reduction, so that's cool. I like that.
What?
The posture reduction from successful perfect deflections in the Ashina combat arts? Or not combat arts, just the... Yeah, you get what I mean.
Oh, that's not a posture reduction break, though. It's flowing water.
I think... Is that the one? I don't remember the names.
The carbs increase your posture damage to enemies, but not reducing your own.
Is it ascending carp?
Well, ascending carb, you increase the damage inflicted to posture upon a successful deflection. So when you deflect, you do more posture damage to an enemy.
So
Descending carb, after deflection, you increase damage you do to enemies' posture from all sources.
okay, so was it flowing water then that reduces your posture damage?
Yes,
okay.
Flowing water reduces your posture damage only from an enemy that uses a sword. So any other beside a sword won't count.
So that's why the Makiri counter and the jump counter. Okay, that makes sense. So there's a little bit of a combat triangle. I love how much From Software games make you think. That's good. These rats are pretty decent for the spot that I'm at right now for farming. I know this takes a while, but, like... I don't know, it's faster than anything else I've fought so far. And, like, 2 out of the 3 of them are a stealth kill, and the 3rd one I just need to break his hat with the axe, and then I can get a death blow on him, so... Normally I don't even take damage, and I get... Let's see, 90 times 3... 240? Or 270? I'm shit with math. My god, I'm shit with math. Everything else, totally fine, but math, nope. At least I graduated high school. I don't know how the fuck I graduated high school, but I did it.
I think a good farming spot is Mibu Village.
I haven't gotten there yet.
You'll get there eventually, because the enemies constantly respawn.
Respawn?
And
like, right away?
Well, yeah, they grow out of the ground. They're kind of like zombies. And they're one-shottable. Like, you smack them once, you can instantly and death book. So,
that's nice.
Gold, what you death load.
Yeah, I mean, that's easier than the spot that I'm at right now. The spot that I'm at right now takes a little bit of lining up to do.
And I just fucking combat arted killed 3 of them with 1 move.
Is it the wide swipe?
No, it's a combat art that you can't get yet until you progress in the story. So I don't want to spoil anything. So.
That's fair. I am excited to get the blood smoke.
Yeah, it's good, but it's expensive. It's 6 spirit emblems to use.
Ugh.
Like, I mean, you don't always use it when you backstab. You have to press R1 after you backstab, because a prompt shows up, and you press R1 again, you activate the ability.
Yeah, it's the ninjutsu art.
Yeah.
I like that they have things that you can do both to and after either stealth kill or backstab, particularly, or, you know, whatever else you choose to do. Like, they have a really flowing combat system, and I think they have been developing a way to make it flow more fluidly for a long time. I like what it turned into.
Yeah, I think with, like, blood smoke, it's really like stuff. So you pop it, and it makes a fucking, you know, burst of blood smoke. And
yeah.
So when you're inside the smoke, you're stealth. Your enemies can't see you. So, like, if you're trying to, like, stealth kill somebody, there's a bunch of enemies around. You know, do that and, like, kill them when they're inside the smoke because they can't see you.
Does it work on mini bosses?
maybe. I haven't tried.
I'd be interested to see if I can use a mini-boss's minions to get a quick death blow in mid-combat while I'm thinning out the ranks. Like, New Game Plus mode, Juzuel. Alright, there we go. Now I can get projected force. I like this farming spot too because it gives scrap iron and possession orbs. Both of which are incredibly useful. Yeah. Although I do need to find some black gunpowder.
That when you do his quest line, you he'll sell black powder and iron scraps for like 150 apiece, and they're infinite.
Huh. Okay. Now I need to build up 4 skill points. I got living force, but I don't have anything to use it with right now. Or not living force, sorry, projected force.
With projected force, it's the loaded umbrella and something else. So it's either sand.
Do you have Sabimaru?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Because I want to get that one really bad, just so that I have Kusabimaru and Sabimaru. Twin dragons.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they're called the twin dragons, but one's a tiger. On the bright side, though, at least this farming spot gives a ton of different kinds of items. And most of the enemies are very easy to kill. They also give pretty good spirit emblems. This game. It doesn't even get boring to farm. I'm at 4,300 sen. God. I wonder what the purpose is of having the ability to hold memories in your little inventory slot thing in the Buddha idol without turning them in yet. Because the description for the memory changes when you turn it in.
I mean, because you can also look at it too, like when you look at your, when you make prayer bead necklaces, descriptions for them change.
Oh, I didn't know that. I've only got one.
The first paragraph, the second paragraph, like they're telling a story. Like it's the same with the memory.
Yeah, I've only ever gotten the first prayer bead. Although I only have one bead left to get before I get another necklace. Or, yeah, first necklace, that's right. I've gotten the first necklace, but not...
Damn.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm up to 4 necklaces.
Yeah, after I kill the bull, I'll have my second necklace, and... after I kill Lady Butterfly, I'll have the next area.
She gives you memory, too.
Oh, does she? Nice.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
I have 4 memories right now.
So killing her makes me stronger, and killing the bull makes me stronger. So doing both... God, no wonder I'm stopped up at a block right now. This is a skill wall, with a hefty reward.
Oh shit.
See, that's how I know you're a lot better than I am, is, like, where I'm stuck, you are so far ahead.
Well, I mean, the bullfight, it only took me 2 tries to do it, but because the first time I didn't know what was going to happen. The second time, I mean, I got lucky. Firecrackers really helped me. I just avoided him, ran around, and then Firecrackers when I had another change to score on. Because if he's charging, I don't think Firecrackers.
No.
You get to wait till he stops.
Yeah. It's like any boss. They're not weak to their weakness while they're using a big attack. I think it's just because they get so focused that they don't even register that it's hitting them. It's like adrenaline. I'll tell you what, though, it's gonna be a painful loss the next time I lose Sen. Right.
Before you fight the bull, make sure you get coin purses and spend that money on something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I can just get up to 5,000, save them for when I get to the merchant that has the mask and buy it outright.
I'm pretty sure that merchant is past the bull.
It is. That's why I'm saying I'll get the coin purses here, get up to 5,000, get the coin purses here, and then just save them until I get to the merchant.
Have a finite supply of coin purses.
Do they now?
You can only buy so many.
I think you can buy a bunch of the little ones for 100. I don't know how many that is, but I've bought like 15.
I mean, when you look at a merchant's stock, it'll tell you above the cost how many you can buy, or how many you can hold. So when you look at it, it'll tell you one, whatever. And above it tells you how many they have.
Okay.
And if there's a limit number, that's how many you can buy before they're out.
Makes sense. My neck hurts today. I've been up all night and I have not been sitting with much back support lately. What's funny is even when I get upset with this game, I don't rage quite as hard as I do with most things. I don't know if it's just because it's just more enjoyable, or if it's because I feel like there's a more intimate combat experience that I have control over, or if there's just more options available to me. I don't feel like it's easier. I love this game. This is a very well-made piece. I'm gonna have to go back and replay Tenchu. It's been years. Fuck, I'm gonna have a lot of scrap iron by the time I'm done with these fools. Jeez. And I think the Tengu's gonna be happy with me, because I'm farming up my experience on these rats, as he calls them. I wonder what happens if you say no to joining the Tengu. Do you have to fight him?
I don't think anything big. I was just saying, oh, okay, I guess you don't want the Ashina arts.
Well, because when you first show up to him before he names you, he's like, before I kill you, tell me your name. I wonder if you say no if he tries to kill you. I wonder if anybody's even said no to him yet. I don't know. I like that there's things that we can test out in different games and such from this series. Well, I suppose this is a new IP, but this company? Yeah. Really want to get Living Force before I deal with that bull, because it'll allow me to use the fire thing on the bull after I hit him with oil with my sword, or throw oil at him and then hit him with my sword on fire instead of hitting him with the fucking flame vent, and my god, that'll make it so much more effective. Like, think about the number of times you can hit somebody with your sword versus the flame vent. Although, no, I can't say anything about that. Never mind. Sorry. I was about to spoil something and caught myself. And it's something you really don't want spoiled. That is really hard with this game, I've noticed. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to find something out. I found it out. I wish I didn't. So I'm not going to spoil it for you, because finding it out is going to be a lot better than how I experienced finding out about it. Because I am nowhere near that part of the game yet, oh my god. Like, I was about to say something about... It's a slight difference about... Well, okay. Actually, I can say this without spoiling anything, I think. There is an enemy that you fight that uses an attack like your firecrackers, but since he does not have a prosthetic, he throws the firecrackers into the air and swipes his sword through them and activates them that way. And I think subtle differences like that, and details where they give a little bit more to the stories of the individual characters' lives by how they fight, that is just beautiful, beautiful story work.
Interesting.
Got me. There's another skill point. 3 more to go. Alright, I'm probably gonna go smoke for a while, but I will be back, so if you are still interested in hanging out and such when I get back, then hang out.